The Fellowship of the Ring, the first volume of J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings, tells the story of Frodo Baggins, a hobbit from the Shire, and his quest to destroy the One Ring, an artifact of immense power forged by the Dark Lord Sauron. The ring is a source of great evil and threatens to enslave all of Middle-earth. The story begins in the Shire, a peaceful land inhabited by hobbits. Frodo inherits the ring from his uncle Bilbo Baggins, who had acquired it during his own adventures, as recounted in The Hobbit. Gandalf the Grey, a wise and powerful wizard, discovers the ring's true nature and informs Frodo that it must be taken to Rivendell, a hidden elven sanctuary for counsel and protection. Frodo, accompanied by his loyal gardener Sam Gamgee and his friends Merry Brandybuck and Pippin Took, sets out on his perilous journey. They evade the Black Riders, servants of Sauron who are hunting for the ring, and find refuge in the house of Tom Bombadil, an enigmatic being who is immune to the ring's power. Bombadil shelters them for a while, and then sends them on their way, but they soon encounter more dangers, including the malevolent Old Man Willow in the Old Forest and the deadly Barrow Wights on the Barrow Downs. Eventually, the hobbits reach Bree, a village inhabited by both humans and hobbits. There they are to meet Gandalf, but the wizard is delayed. Instead, they encounter Strider, a mysterious ranger who leads them through the wilderness, protecting them from the Black Riders. As they travel to Rivendell, the Riders overtake them at Weathertop, and Frodo is stabbed with a Morgul blade, a weapon that threatens to turn him into a wraith. Strider, revealed to be Aragorn, heir to the throne of Gondor, and the other hobbits, now greatly worn, flee towards Rivendell. They are pursued relentlessly until finally they reach the Ford of Bruinen, where Glorfindel, an elven lord, arrives and with the help of Elrond unleashes a flood that washes away the pursuing riders. Frodo is brought to Rivendell, where he is healed by Elrond. In Rivendell, Elrond convenes a council to decide the fate of the ring. Representatives from all the free peoples of Middle-earth, elves, dwarves, and men, attend. After much debate, it is decided that the ring must be destroyed in the fires of Mount Doom, the volcano in Mordor, where it was originally forged. Frodo volunteers to take on this daunting task. A fellowship of 8 companions is formed to aid him: Sam, Merry, and Pippin, his loyal hobbit friends; Gandalf, the wise wizard; Aragorn, the ranger and rightful king; Legolas, an elven prince; Gimli, a stout dwarf; and Boromir, a noble warrior from Gondor. The Fellowship sets out from Rivendell, intending to cross the Misty Mountains. Their initial plan to pass through the Redhorn Gate is thwarted by a blizzard conjured by the mountain itself, a sign of the malice of Caradhras. They are forced to consider an alternate route: the mines of Moria, an ancient dwarven city now overrun by orcs and other creatures. Against the advice of some, Gandalf leads the Fellowship into Moria. They navigate the dark and treacherous mines, encountering many perils, including orcs and the Watcher in the Water, a tentacled beast that guards the West Gate. They learn of the fate of Balin and his colony, who had attempted to reclaim Moria but were ultimately destroyed. In the chamber of Mazarbul, the Fellowship is attacked by a host of orcs, as well as a cave troll. As they retreat, Gandalf confronts a Balrog, a powerful demon of the ancient world, on the bridge of Khazad-dûm. In a climactic battle, Gandalf defeats the Balrog, but both fall into the abyss below, the Fellowship, grief-stricken and leaderless, is led out of Moria by Aragorn. Escaping the mines, the Fellowship reaches Lothlorien, the Golden Wood, ruled by the Elven Lord Celeborn and the Lady Galadriel. They are welcomed and given gifts and counsel. Before they leave, Galadriel shows Frodo and Sam her mirror, a basin of water that reveals visions of the past, present, and possible futures. Sam sees a vision of the Shire being destroyed, while Frodo sees a glimpse of the Eye of Sauron. Galadriel warns Frodo that the mirror shows many things, and even the wisest cannot always tell what they mean. After a time of rest and preparation, the Fellowship leaves Lothlorien by boat, traveling down the great river Anduin. Boromir grows increasingly tempted by the ring, desiring to use it to defend Gondor against Sauron. As they approach the Falls of Rauros, the Fellowship must decide whether to continue to Minas Tirith with Boromir or proceed to Mordor. Frodo becomes aware that the power of the ring is affecting the members of the Fellowship, and that it is best to go alone. Seeking solitude to make his decision, Frodo climbs to Amon Hen, the Hill of Sight, and sits in the Seat of Seeing, a place of great power. There he is overwhelmed by the immensity of Middle-earth, the strength of Sauron, and the horror of the task before him. Boromir, overcome by his desire for the ring, attempts to take it from Frodo by force. Frodo puts on the ring and flees, realizing that the Fellowship is being torn apart and that he must continue the quest alone. As Book 1 ends, Frodo and Sam set off eastwards towards Mordor, beginning the most perilous stage of their journey